Let's dive into fluoride, shall we? I actually just ordered a reverse osmosis water kit for my house because I want to get rid of any contaminants that are in my well. Reverse osmosis is a fantastic way. I think it's a 6-step system. It's just like big all the way to the smallest charcoal water filter system that gets fluoride out of your water, because I feel like fluoride is naturally in water. And it's insane when you know that the government's actually putting it in water. I mean, we've known this for a long time, right? So I saw this floating around, and I was like, wow, of course, right? Look at this. US government report says fluoride at twice the recommended limit is linked to lower IQ in kids. Wow. Yeah. The US government report, expected to stir debate, concluded that fluoride in drinking water at twice the recommended limit is linked to lower IQ in children. The report, based on an analysis of previous published research, marks the first time a federal agency has determined with moderate confidence that there is a link between higher levels of fluoride exposure and lower IQ in kids. I mean, this should immediately stop all fluoridation of water in all water companies in all cities, and anytime they add fluoride should be ceased. Seriously, everywhere they should cease doing it, because it's obviously bad, right? Why would they ever add fluoride into the water if it's linked to, oh, but it's twice the amount? I don't give a shit. You know, if they're putting it in the water, we don't need it in the water. We don't need fluoride. What? No. I don't want any. I don't want any. Double for lead pipes? Wouldn't surprise me. Let's see here. While the report was not designed to evaluate the health effects of fluoride in drinking water alone, it is a striking acknowledgement of a potential neurological risk from high levels of fluoride. Fluoride strengthens teeth and reduces cavities by replacing minerals lost during normal wear and tear, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Great. Have it in toothpaste, which you don't drink anyway, even though I don't even know if I like that, because I'm not sure if you know this, but your gums, all the different systems in your mouth go straight to your brain. That's why when you have a rotting tooth, it's very, very dangerous, because if an infection in your tooth goes right into that root, and that goes right into your brain. There's like serious things that not taking care of your teeth and having like a root get rotting in your mouth is horrible. I mean, it's gross. You should brush your teeth and take care of your teeth, but even still, fluoride gets into your gums and goes into your system. It's not like it's better than drinking it, but even still. Anyways, sorry. It just bugs me because that it's still not good even to put it in toothpaste. That's why there are fluoride-free toothpaste options. The addition of low levels of fluoride to drinking water has long been considered one of the greatest public health achievements in the last century. Oh my god. That's such a fucking, like, don't believe your eyes and ears. It's just so wild. I think this report is crucial in our understanding of this risk, says Ashley Mallon, a University of Florida researcher who has studied the effects of higher fluoride levels in pregnant women on their children. She called it the most rigorously conducted report of its kind. The long-awaited report, released Wednesday, comes from the National Toxicology Program, part of the Department of Health and Human Services. It summarizes a review of studies conducted in Canada, China, India, Iran, Pakistan, and Mexico that concludes that drinking water containing more than 1.5 milligrams of fluoride per liter is consistently associated with lower IQ in kids, meaning they have places that have more than that much fluoride per liter to even test. The report did not try to quantify exactly how many IQ points might be lost at different levels of fluoride exposure. I'm sorry, any. Stop the fluoride. When you connect it at all. Oh shit! Hey, look. So fluoride leads to lower IQ. Maybe we should just stop it, right? Humans have a bad way of doing things that lower the IQ of humans. Lead in the gasoline brought the average IQ of the entire planet down. Let me look this up because I actually want. How do I? Lead in gas brought human IQ down average. Let's just try that. Lead in gasoline. Look at these headlines. Lead in gasoline blunted IQ of half the U.S. population. Lead exposure in the last century shrank IQ scores of half of Americans. Let's see. Estimated lead exposure may have cost an average IQ drop of 2.6 points. People born in the mid to late 60s, the estimated average IQ loss was almost 6 points. It's not as big of a drop as I thought it would be, but it's still kind of sad, right? It's still kind of sad. Since 2015, federal health officials have recommended a fluoridation. I don't know why I'm having such trouble with that word. Fluoridation. Is it fluoridation? Is it that simple? It is. I'm an idiot. Recommended a fluoridation level of 0.7 milligrams per liter of water, and for 5 decades before, the recommended upper range was 1.2. Look at this. 1.5 is consistently lowering the IQ in kids. So they're saying put 0.7 in. That's insane. Why do you have any in if it's connected? This is big fluoride. Honestly, I think the people want to either dumb down the population of the planet. Do you think elites are drinking tap water? And by elites, I'm talking like the Bilderbergs, the Bushes, the Rothschilds, the Royals. You know who I'm talking about. The elites, right? They think they're elites. I shouldn't call them the elites. It's like legacy media versus mainstream. They're legacy, right? We're calling them out and taking their power away from them. Do you think that they actually... Yeah, I drank a big cup of fluoride before reading this. I know. Why do you think I got the reverse osmosis filter? This still has fluoride in it. It's good water still. I do drink tap water, and my tap water is absolutely delicious. But my tap water comes from a well below my feet, like 200 feet. I actually don't know how far down it is. But that is proven facts. I mean, this is them talking about. I mean, they literally says right here, 1.5 milligrams per liter is consistently associated with lower IQ in kids. So since 2015, they've recommended 0.7 milligrams per liter. Oh, well, let's just do half the amount. So what? If one kid drinks a lot of water, they're getting more. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Anyway, and for 5 decades they had 1.2. That means for 5 decades they had 1.2 milligrams of fluoride per liter in water. The World Health Organization had set a safe limit for fluoride of 1.5. And here it is. The study has shown that what the World Health Organization has set a safe limit for was exactly the same amount that was consistently associated with lower IQ. This is insane. The report says that about 0.6 of the U.S. population, about 1.9 million people, are on water systems with naturally occurring fluoride levels of 1.5 milligrams or higher. The finding from this report raised the questions about how these people can be protected and what makes the most sense. Well, I can tell you, maybe don't add fluoride to any water that you provide to them? Hmm? What do you think about that? Let's start there, maybe. The 324-page report did not reach a conclusion about the risks of lower levels of fluoride, saying more study is needed. It also did not answer what high levels of fluoride might do to adults. Maybe it calcifies the pineal gland and keeps us from reaching our ultimate potential. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there. The conspiracy side of me is kind of like, maybe the ancients knew something. Maybe they could levitate rocks and shit. Obviously, daydreaming here, but hey, never know. The American Dental Association, which champions water fluoridation, had been critical of earlier versions of the new analysis, and Mound's research asked for comment. A spokeswoman late Wednesday afternoon emailed that the organization's expert were still reviewing the report. That's respectable. Although I have a feeling that they're not going to want to change their systems at all because, I mean, they probably all have that whole industry working together, and they'd have to change everything. And I'm sure fluoride is in all of the stuff they use. I want to level up too, King. Wait, Prozac is 90% fluoride? Wait, is it really? No. Wait, really? Hold on. Is Prozac... How do you even spell Prozac? I want to spell it right. Prozac? Okay. Fluoride. I'll just ask, is Prozac fluoride? Prozac, the first thing here, Prozac ingredient claim or fluoride ingredient claim in Prozac is false. Damn! Oh, shit! This is from AAP. What the hell? Wait. Hold on, let me check that. According to multiple sources, Prozac is a psychiatric drug that contains fluoride as a component of its molecular structure. However, the amount of fluoride present is not significant enough to be considered a main ingredient. So, this is bullshit, the very first link, because this AI just totally debunked it. Where is that from? Let's check that one. Let's just look at this one too. Wait, is this a different... This is just its own search? The presence of fluoride in Prozac does not significantly impact its pharmacokinetics. Fluoride ions are an integral part of the molecule structure, not a separate entity that can be absorbed, distributed, metabolized, or excreted independently. Interesting. But it can be all those things when it links up with a different molecule, though. Thus, the body is still getting the fluoride, is it not? Look at this. The name is fluoxetine. Fluoxetine. It literally has fluoride in the name, like the first half. It's like, and just because the fluoride ions can't be like metabolized by themselves, it doesn't mean that they're not in there still. Yeah, I definitely think Prozac is probably shrinking some people's brains. Mm-hmm. Hey, Andreas is here. And he's telling me that the generic name of Prozac is fluoxetine. How, you know altogether way too much stuff, Andreas. Okay, where were we though? Okay, let's see here. Fluoride is a mineral that exists naturally in water and soil. About 80 years ago, scientists discovered that people whose water supplies naturally had more fluoride also had fewer cavities, triggering a push to get more Americans to use fluoride for better dental health. Yeah, but I also think that people are shite at taking care of their teeth, you know? In 1945, Grand Rapids, Michigan became the first U.S. city to start adding fluoride to tap water. In 1950, federal officials endorsed water fluoridation to prevent tooth decay and continued to promote it even after fluoride toothpaste brands hit the market several years later. thus probably doubling the amount of fluoride that people were getting. They have added it in the water. They were getting it naturally in water that they were around. And then they put it in the toothpaste, and they didn't take the fluoride out of the water of anything else. Thus, suddenly, they have an excess of fluoride in everything. And the WHO says the safe limit's here, but this is the same exact limit that is now connected to lower IQ in kids. Government, man. Government. Uh-huh. 2015. It's the first time their recommendation for fluoride levels was lowered. Oh, no, excuse me. The officials lowered the recommendation for drinking water fluoride levels in 2015 to address a tooth condition called fluorosis that can cause splotches on teeth and was becoming more common in US kids because you had too much fluoride in the shit. It's in chewing gum too? I hate chewing gum. Side note, chewing gum is gross. And people who chew gum are gross. Yeah, I said it. If you chew gum, you're gross. Cut that. Send it out. I don't give a shit. I think it's gross. If you chew gum, keep your mouth shut. I don't want to hear that. All right? It's called misophobia. I don't want to hear you eat. And then gum, disgusting. God. Keep your mouth shut, please. Chewing tobacco's cooler? Probably. Still gross. All right. Separately, the Environmental Protection Agency has maintained a long-standing requirement that water systems cannot have more than 4 milligrams of fluoride per liter. That standard is designed to prevent skeletal fluorosis, a potentially crippling disorder which causes weaker bones, stiffness, and pain. Okay, so they've known that fluoride in the water can cause issues, and yet they're just trying to find a balance. How about you just take it out of the water completely? Gosh. Can't stand this. More and more studies have increasingly pointed to a different problem, suggesting a link between higher levels of fluoride and brain development. Researchers wondered about the impact of developing fetuses and very young children who might ingest water with baby formula. Studies in animals show fluoride could impact neurochemistry cell function in brain regions responsible for learning, memory, executive function, and behavior. It's just like the more I read about this, the more crazy it gets that they even keep putting the stuff in water. It's like, if it strengthens your teeth, have it in like mouthwash, where you just rinse your mouth and spit it out. You're not drinking mouthwash. It's just, or have it in toothpaste. Done. But don't put it in water. Insane. Yo, they also put chlorine in water. What else are they putting in water? How about you stop putting shit in water? Let water just be water. Water is very simple. H2O. It should just be H2O. That's it. Don't put shit in there. Thus, I'm very excited about the filter that I got, the reverse osmosis filter. It's on the way. Because I want my kid drinking just as clean water as possible. I'm almost mad at myself for waiting till we're about to meet him when she should have been drinking reverse osmosis water for the past 9 months, you know? Okay. The National Research Council in 2006, a private nonprofit organization in Washington, D.C., said limited evidence from China pointed to neurological effects in people exposed to high levels of fluoride. It called for more research into the effect of fluoride on intelligence. You know what? I bet China doesn't give their citizens fluoride. I know they're all crazy over there, but they also teach their children to be rocket scientists instead of TikTok stars. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out. They want their kids to be incredibly smart and take over the world one day. All right, after more research continued to raise questions, the National Toxicology Program in 2016 started working on a review of the available studies that could provide guidance on whether new fluoride limiting measures were needed. Yes, remove it from the water. That's it. Jeez. There were earlier drafts, but the final document has repeatedly been held up. At one point, a committee of experts said available research did not support an earlier draft's conclusions. Quote, since fluoride is such an important topic to the public and the public health officials, it was imperative that we made every effort to get the science right. Yeah, how about you take it out of the damn water and let people decide for themselves. Stop having these experts tweak the levels of fluoride in the water and get it out of the water. Hey, look, the general community of human beings, we're taking all the fluoride out of the water. We hear that it's not very good for your brain. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the toothpaste companies put it in there if you want. You can get the toothpaste with fluoride. It helps with your teeth. That's what we noticed in the 50s. And, are you sure it's not correlated with other things like the improvement of sewer systems or water delivery services or any multitude of other things that we're improving in the past 70 years, right? It could have been anything else. It might not have even been the fluoride. That could have been a small factor, and they just attributed all of it to fluoride. So then they just put fluoride in water, and now it's linked to lower IQ. Insane. Insane. Get the fluoride out of our water.